The bike is a fundamental element in my life. I work with the bike, I commute with the bike, I travel with the bike, and most of all, I have a lot of fun. So after my family, it is the most important thing to me. And for this reason, I decided to embark on one of the most exciting projects a cyclist could ask for: making my own custom bike, making a Festka. A few years ago, I read a book called It's All About the Bike, written by Robert Penn. It's about Penn's odyssey around the world to make his dream bike. I love the idea, and since then it is in the back of my mind. Recently, in the quest of having the best bikes for our tour operator Biko, I found out that I don't have to travel the whole world to find a dream bike. It is actually produced in Prague, where I live, and it is called Festka. I met the founder, Michael, to discuss about a possible cooperation, and I got so in love with their product that I ended up making my own custom bike. This video is about that, and tomorrow we start.
So Filippo, welcome to Festka.
Thanks.
I will be your guide in finding your dream bike, so let's start.
Okay.
So tell me more about you as a rider, what kind of cyclist you are.
I'm originally a mountain biker, mountain bike all my life, but in the last few years I started to road bike more because of my job. I guide people in the Alps, in Dolomites, so actually I would need a performing road bike to guide, but my favorite terrain is dirt, so I would need a more versatile bike.
I'm sure Festka has what to offer you, so let's talk about our bikes.
Okay, excited.
So after you told me about your needs, I think I have the best product for you. It's called Festka Rover. It's our gravel bike, and we call it the perfect hybrid. Why? Because it can perform brilliantly on both tarmac and gravel roads.
Wow.
Let's start from the cockpit. We used carbon stem and aluminum handlebars on purpose because carbon handlebars on gravel roads tend to rotate. We used aluminum to prevent this occasional rotation on heavy gravel roads. The front triangle of this bike is composed from the tubes used on our top performing road bikes, Spectre and Scalatore. So this bike is very stiff and very high performing. The saddle is the gravel model saddle from Selle Italia. It has a very high protective surface. Even if you grind it with a sandpaper, wow, it will remain as it is. It has a special rubber protectors here, which do not protect only the saddle, but the bike itself. We use Shimano Ultegra J2 group set as a default option. It's electronic, so you should not be worried about cables, mud or dirtiness, which are attached to mechanical cables. If I talk about gearing options, we intentionally used 1134 at the back and 5034 at the front. This combination is perfect for both tarmac and gravel. Maybe you have noticed that rotors are not from Ultegra group set.
They're Dura-Ace, right?
Yeah, Dura-Ace, correct. They are much better than Ultegra, and they have better braking performance. And
I like it.
Yeah, and the ventilation system of Dura-Ace rotors is just awesome. We call it a perfect hybrid because you can run it on both 700C rims and 650B MTB rims.
So can I check it? Can I just watch the bike and
look at it, touch it, feel it, weight it? I'm here for you if any questions.
Okay, bye.
I'm sure Rover will serve you for life and you will enjoy it every day.
Cool.
Next stage, I will send you the price quote with all the details, and let's move on.
Okay. Oh wow, I got the cost estimate from Yaor. Okay guys, now comes one of the hardest times for a man in life. Danny? Yeah? I got a bike for 10,000 euros. So now that my wife kind of approved, it's time to get real. So I'm going for the bike fit. I'm actually very curious because it's the first time I do it in my life. Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How are you doing?
Ciao. Good, thank you. So the bike fit lasts about 40 minutes. You will need to pedal a bit. We will take measures of your body. I kindly ask you to get changed, take your cycling bibs, take your cycling shoes. In the meantime, I will prepare the bike fit machine for the fitting. And then Michael will come and take over.
Man, I didn't know so much cycling was involved.
Okay, man, so I am happy with the final result. I hope that you feel comfortable on your bike. Now I will make a drawing and I will play a lot with the proportion of the frame, how it looks, because the custom bike, it's also about a nice looking bike. So there will be no spacers under the stem, the proper size of the saddle. So someone from our team will send you the drawing and then you confirm the drawing. We will send the bike to the production. If you want to see different version of drawing, feel free to ask us.
So the bike fit is done, the geometry is ready, it's time to start the production. All the magic happens behind this door. And Michael agreed to give us a factory tour. Let's go. Hey, ciao. Ciao. Nice to see you. Ciao, ciao.
Welcome to Festka Factory, and today I will show you how we do bikes and where is the main difference between our production and the mass production or the majority of bikes on the world, how they are produced. The majority of the bike on the market is made with the monocoque construction. The people make a mistake because they think that we are a handmade company, and actually it's not true because we use the robots. The mass market use the laborers to produce the frame, because someone needs to take to the hands something between the 500 to 700 pieces of the carbon fabric and put them to the molds, which is a potential problem of to make a mistake. It's a potential 700 mistakes. And the other thing is that this technology it's quite unhealthy if you don't protect your laborers on the very high level. In our case, we use the robots to do the frame. So the advantage is that they are very precise. This is raw carbon fiber. This is something what we buy in Japan. Using the robots to allow us to create all the pattern what we need. For example, looks like, you know it?
Italian
you are detailing
pasta,
one.
yeah, farfalle pasta.
Italian pasta farfalle. And this design is responsible for the torsion rigidity of the tube. So this is the reason it's because it's always outside, and it also has a huge protection for some impact. And it's nice looking design.
I like the raw carbon.
A big advantage also of our technology is that we don't produce any waste.
How much the percentage of waste do you think is normal?
It's a 30% of the volume of the material. 30%. It's quite a lot, because you need to, the waste there, it's quite a big. In our case, you can see that this is from what we create for a whole day, the working, just the small pieces. And even these small pieces, we keep it for the frame repair. The technology what we use is very conservative. The round shaped tube is the best almost for our application, and it's the same technology what for example the Boeing use for all the plane, the Boeing Dreamliner, all the main tube. It's the main with the same technology like we use for our tube, and the reason is because it stays same almost forever. So as you know, people are afraid that they frame are very fragile and they will crack. Not in the Festka case. Check it out. Do you want to try? Do you want to continue? Go ahead.
Tell me how much.
Go ahead. More. Even more. Even more.
No,
yeah.
come on.
Go ahead. Go ahead. More. The minimum one turn.
Really?
Yeah.
One.
Give it to me. So,
Wow.
okay, now it's too much, it's almost touching inside. So now you can see nothing
Yeah.
happened, there is no crack,
It's perfect.
nothing at all. And I will show you how the farfalle design is resistant for some impact. And again,
It's crazy.
nothing.
It's not a tube for my bike, right? I hope not. Yeah.
It's too short.
Yeah. Okay.
Luckily for you. No, but the edge here was quite sharp. So no, it's good to see that you don't need to be scared about some stones which can hit your frame during the riding. So
Okay.
it's more resistant than the titanium or the steel tube. Here you can see our stock for like the next 3 days, because we received the tube for two times per week from our supplier. It's because if we figure out something new or some new idea, we can easily apply to the future frames. What is very interesting as well, I guess, it's these our own carbon dropouts, because we use the same technology what you can find, for example, in the luxury watches like a Richard Mille. Now I'll show you how we connect the tubes together. First we need to put them to the jig where we can set up any size or any angle of the tube what we want. This one is quite a special one. So you can see that I just put the tubes easily inside the jig. And it's not the glue, but even today it says where you can try it. It's hold on the place. So this shape connection actually is very powerful, and it says it's one of the keys how we connect the tubes. The second step is that we glue tubes together, which allowed us to take a frame from the jig, and it has a shape stability, so we don't need to be scared about the frame. And this glue is a very strong one. The third step is the lamination. We make bonding around the joints. For that we use the same carbon what we have in tubes. So it's just to spread it to the 2 centimeters square. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we lay up these stripes in the special scheme, and so this is the last step. So as you can imagine, we have the many quality control step. It's these 3 pages of a lot of steps, and every step it's need to be checked. Like for example the paint. If we found the small mistakes, some small dots, we need to do paint again. So thank you, Filippo, for your visit.
Thank you.
Your frame it's right now in the production, and it's the time for the design.
Hello, Filippo.
Hello.
Nice to finally meet you.
The pleasure is all mine.
My name is Tom, and I'm the Festka art director, and I'm responsible for the design. And today goes the fun part, and it's designing your dream bike.
Cool.
So for the Rover model, you got 3 options to go with the design. The first one is a core design, which is a set of pre-selected colors for each year. For 2020, we got 2 options. We got this nice Caribbean combo and olive green with a golden touch. You can also see it on a real frame here. The second option is to go with the edition designs, which is a set of significant designs for Festka. We collected through the years. And the third option is to go absolutely crazy with the prime design and starts from the scratch.
Okay, Tomasz, I really like all the options you mentioned, but I actually would like to go for a classic bike, meaning black. And I actually fell in love with the raw carbon, and I was wondering if it's possible to have it like that.
We got a solution for you, Filippo.
Oh yeah, the farfalle.
Farfalle design. As long as we stick to the core design template, let's use it for the real triangle and keep the front triangle in black.
Sounds great,
Yeah,
perfect.
let's do this. So as we set up on main colors, the raw carbon and black, we need third color for Festka branding. So my recommendation is to go with a silver, which got nice contrast with both colors and looks super cool.
I like it, I like it.
How about some graphic details to make your bike really unique?
Oh wow, that would be really good. Well, in that case, I would make a star which is my family symbol. And probably I would put 4 words that describe my lifestyle.
So for the wording, I would place it on a left chainstay inside. And for the star, I think it's gonna look perfect on a top tube, so you can see it while you are riding, or right side of the fork.
I like
Your
the
choice.
top tube. Yeah,
So-
I like the top tube. Perfect.
Okay, Filippo, we are all set. You can find all the details on the base cam. And meanwhile, have a nice time.
Super, thank you. So now there is nothing left to do than to go on with my regular life and let the guys from Festka do their job and build my dream bike. According to the manual, this will take them about 2 months. During this period, I get regular updates, like for example, pictures from the different phases of the frame building and painting, which I have to say, they make me really happy and engaged. We also have a meeting to discuss the several accessories that will go on the bike, which is a pleasure because details are important. This also means that soon the mechanic will start putting together all the components, and Yaor's phone call is getting closer and closer. Hey, ciao Yaor!
Ciao Filippo, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. What about you?
Fine, thanks. Listen, I have great news. Your bike is ready.
Yeah, that's great. I was so looking forward to this call.
When would you like to pick it up?
Well, if I could, I would come right now, but what about tomorrow?
Tomorrow is fine. You can come at 2 p.m. Do you know already where your first ride will be?
Yes, of course. I've been planning this for months. As I went for both road bike and gravel wheels, I decided to ride on tarmac all the way to Gästed, as it is an iconic landmark, and ride back off-road. I really think it will be an epic first ride.
Sounds like a great plan. Enjoy!
Allora cosa avete fatto oggi con la mamma? Vi siete divertiti?
Sì, tanto.
Anche io, sai, sono andato fino a Jestir e sono tornato indietro in bici.
E ora papino com'è andata?
È andata benissimo.
Io grevo a strada.
Guarda, con questa bici mi sono goduto tutto. Okay.
Yeah, there is your other kid in the background, but
Oh. Nice.
Thank you very much for choosing Festka. Don't smile. It's very good. I know. Because it's like.
it's a rover. Jedeš, počkej, ten juice pryč. Bup.